I started working Senator Dick Kennedy's office because I knew his wife. The president had already been killed in November 22nd of 63. So this was in 1964. I was the Washington press secretary in the Senate press corps.
Wow.
They were all men. Remember, this is back in the early 60s.
Yeah.
But they were not Dutch, and they were absolutely wonderful to work with.
Oh,
Professional, helpful, great. Ted Kennedy is kind of known as a womanizer. Well, I never saw anything like that. I saw a very professional senator. But one thing I saw that I thoroughly enjoyed, the Kennedy sense of humor is very funny. And he wouldn't make people feel bad. He'd just make people laugh.
Oh, that's awesome. What do you think were the most challenging parts of your job?
I think the most challenging part was to stay ahead of the tempo of the office. Where you have a member, and that's what they call the senator. The senator is called a member.
Yeah.
When the member is very active legislatively on the floor of the Senate, things move very fast. These jobs on TV might look glamorous, and it was. But it was very, very hard work, and you had to really like what you were doing, and I did.
Changed your perspective of the government, like after you were done with it and after you had experienced all of that?
Yes, because after leaving Washington, I came back to Erie and married Robbie Robinson, and was elected the first Republican county executive in the history of Erie County. The first county executive. There wasn't a county executive before that. There were 3 commissioners. And then I ran myself twice and won as the only Republican on Erie City Council. And all of that really comes from Washington experience. There's a book written at the time. The name of the book is All Politics is Local. And that was a lesson I learned from Washington.
After interviewing my grandma and hearing all the cool things she had to say, I think that this interview definitely connects to my life as an American in 2019. It shows basically the behind the scenes of everything that goes on in our everyday lives that we don't know about, and how much work our senators put into making their state and our country a better place. And it was just really cool to hear her describe that in from a different perspective than I've ever heard before. And this is connected to a lot of things we've studied this year, just because the whole time she's talking about a senator that was part of our history, and especially when we were talking about Kennedy this year with all the things he wanted to do and the new frontier, and just hearing that, and then talking about his brother, and having my grandma talk about JFK and how close their whole family was. It just really, it connects to that, and it just connects to the whole system of the government as a whole. And as I said before, just the behind the scenes of what really goes into what our senators do for us. I think that this interview touches on one of the year-long questions of what makes America exceptional, because as she was explaining all this stuff, it just showed me like how amazing her work experience was with a senator and with all these people she's worked with, and that just shows how good of an environment and how really strong and intelligent the people who are running our country are. And hearing her talk about how amazing of a person Ted was really made me feel grateful that we have all these people, amazing people running our country, and that this is what makes America exceptional.